what is true? Is Bitcoin the most decentralized, strongest, most robust network? Yes, true.
Ethereum had seen some uptrend in April 2022 that had sent the price up, finally breaking above $3,000 once more. However, the digital asset has had a hard time maintaining this position in what it is showing to be a takeout. Raoul Pal, CEO and co-founder of Real Vision, recently presented his analysis on the digital asset, explaining when and how a breakout might occur. Hello and welcome to Wealthy Value. In today's video, macro investor Raoul Pal updates on Ethereum Outlook for 2022, crypto regulation, and Bitcoin maximalists. Also, Raoul presents solid reasons why Ethereum will outperform crypto king Bitcoin. Make sure to stick around till the end of this video where Raoul Pal explains why he is extremely bullish on Ethereum and Solana. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post notifications. Let's dive right into the video.
I actually don't change my portfolio often at all. So the only allocations I did is I started in 2020 all in on Bitcoin. Then I started shifting towards Ethereum. Then I bought a basket, which included a bunch of metaverse plays, some social tokens, some layer ones, other stuff. And I've basically kept that. So I don't think I've traded anything apart from buying some NFTs. It's probably still 85% ETH and then 15% other stuff. We don't care. If I'm sending you a pound or a dollar, we don't care what network it goes on. Whether it goes on some Ethereum layer 2 or a Bitcoin layer 2, we don't really care. So I think we will be sending money, whatever money, over all sorts of different networks. And the more interoperable this world gets, the more we don't care. You just want your money sent to you immediately. It's essentially creating like a stable coin element of being able to move money around fast. And that's great. They're confusing what Bitcoin is and trying to impose that onto something else. It's like saying, well, the dog doesn't look like a cat and it doesn't purr, therefore it's a useless cat. Yeah, well, it's a dog. It's as simple as that. Ethereum is just not the store of value. Now, Ethereum maxis will say, well, it's going to be this ultra hard currency. I don't really care. Bitcoin is a better solution for that because of its further decentralization and security of the network. So it does a perfect job. Ethereum is not trying to be that. Ethereum is trying to be the open internet, the Web3, the new layer. So again, I think they interact together, and I think Bitcoin is this collateral base layer. Right now, it's not being used as collateral, and ETH is being used as collateral, but ETH has been used as a lot of collateral for all of DeFi, and ETH staking does that. But that's what, and Solana is just a faster, cheaper version of Ethereum. It's less decentralized. So that's a trade-off, and that's okay too. And I don't go, oh my God, Solana, why should that exist? It's ridiculous. It exists because people want cheaper and faster. They're all just different technologies for different things, and that's okay. I just don't see why there's an argument over, well, why can't Ethereum's not Bitcoin. No, it was never supposed to be. If you're a sovereign wealth fund who needs to store, $20 billion of Bitcoin or of an asset, then you're going to prefer Bitcoin maybe because of how much security you've got versus other networks. You might take ETH as well because it's pretty decentralized, in the realm of decentralization. It's very decentralized and it has a yield coming soon. So, I can see those two assets being on balance sheets, but Bitcoin is more likely to, just by the nature of what it is. I can make you a Bitcoin payment from my ETH, swap it instantaneously at zero cost. It kind of doesn't matter. It's the old fiat world where if I'm switching from Cayman Islands dollars to pounds because I need to send you 50 quid, it's a nightmare. It takes 3 days, costs a fortune. But this new world, that's gone away. Now, will one currency be larger than others over time? Probably. Which one will it be? I have no idea. But stable coins have actually made the dollar very useful because now I can send you a stable coin in seconds. Again, people are just always looking at it through one lens without saying, what are you trying to solve? We're trying to solve instant payment system for starters. Well, stablecoins solve that really well. It's difficult to debate people who don't want to open their minds to the fact that You can be liberal in your opinions and you can change them over time as things change. And there's nothing wrong with thinking that Bitcoin is the only solution for you. Absolutely fine. Basically we all go to a bar, we socialize with each other, and we shouldn't care what religion you're in, what crypto you're in. But for some reason, it seems to matter so much to people. That is their opinion, and they're entitled to that opinion. But you can't force somebody to have your opinion. If not, you're doing what the missionaries did, which was go into countries and force people to take a religion on by coercion. That's not the way. The way should be by allowing Bitcoin to flourish and prove that it is better over time. One of the things that the Bitcoiners held was, in a bear market, Bitcoin is the only one that survives and everything else goes to zero. Yeah. Since the bear market, ETH has outperformed. And I'm not saying that as an ETH maximist. I don't give a shit what currency, what works over time. I literally don't care. I would care for the whole space. That's what I care about. I really care about this whole space. But the point is, ETH outperformed. That's not the narrative. The narrative is they all get exposed in a bear market. It's all narrative, and it's not true. What is true? Is Bitcoin the most decentralized, strongest, most robust network? Yes, true. Gary Gensler came out all guns blazing and said, we want to ban everything, everything's terrible. That is classic negotiation tactics. You start with the hardest line first and you try and negotiate to the center and you try and keep it a bit on your side. So he tried to go in hard. He hasn't even got the mandate. The CFTC haven't got the mandate. Nobody's got the mandate yet. So they're trying to do this this cross-governmental policy committee to do this. But what they've said is, yeah, we get it. It's real, it's happening, and we have to work with it. So it's exactly playing out as I said it would, is they will reach a decent compromise. They will have to rewrite some laws like the securities laws and the Howey test over time because they'll realize it's not going to work. And if the US wants to be a world leader, they have to change that. Europe doesn't have a Howey test. Europe has other issues, however, and so people are going to figure this out over time. The UK have made a great statement of what they're trying to do. They've said, yep, we get it. Web3's coming. Stablecoins are part of the economy. We think they're good. We understand that the world is changing and we're going to allow this to happen, and we'll have a light touch regulation best we can, and we're going to be adaptive. So we know the space is moving, so there's no point trying to regulate it with an iron fist now. Let's see how it goes. Everyone's going to do that. I think that all platforms will adopt it, and I've spoken to a lot of people at YouTube and I've spoken to a lot of people at Meta and all of this. I think they understand where this is going, and I think that they understand that Layer needs to be in charge of our own audience and therefore doesn't need a third-party advertiser. You may choose to, but you also don't want your eyeballs necessarily monetized without sharing some of the economics of that, which you do somewhat, but not a lot of. Yeah. And the ability for you to be rewarding fans with tokens and digital assets for your super fans and be able to engage with them on these platforms is going to drive the Layer network bigger and more vibrant. So now you're working directly for your fans. Right now, all you get is engagement. So you look at your Twitter numbers, you look at your YouTube numbers, that's all you're getting. And in exchange, you're getting a share of the ad revenue from Google, nothing from Twitter, and you're getting sponsorship revenue because you've got reach. But if you're in charge of your own sovereign state of Layer and you do it that way, where you've got your own system of tokens, NFTs, you give people access to you, so you can have 100 people on a Zoom call together, and they get to talk to you once every month, and given different layers of access, that becomes Web3, where the community owns a share of their community, so they're working with the influencer. Right now, I watch you on YouTube, I'm being served ads for the privilege of watching it. Why should that be? Now, again, ads aren't inherently evil. What's evil is the fact that we're all getting monetized and nobody's getting a share of it or a significant share in it. And we can change that via Web3, where communities participate in the networks.
A series of technical indicators appear to be flipping bullish for Ethereum, according to Real Vision CEO and global economic expert Raoul Pal. Pal says he's identified a chart pattern that suggests ETH is on the cusp of cementing a bottom and beginning a sustainable uptrend. Pal also says that when Ethereum is paired with Bitcoin, the second largest crypto asset by market cap appears ready to steadily outperform the crypto king before breaking out of a channel that dates back to May of last year. As for the digital asset, Ethereum continues to trend just around $3,000. This resistance point, which had been broken recently, has proven to be hard to beat for the cryptocurrency. However, with momentum rising, it very well could once more break above it and find support. But it still strongly remains a seller's market, which means the probability for a downtrend is more likely. So, when do you think Ethereum will cross the $3,000 price mark? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.